Solomon King, Esoteric Minds Media here. You know what I mean? First off, I'm finna answer a question from one of my subscribers. Shout out to Alexa, you know. So here it is right here. Okay, when you living through spirit, you feel me? We are the ones that bring things here in the manifested world. This is the world of manifestation. But you gotta understand, as above, so below, excuse me. So below as above. You have to understand that. Because everything happens in the higher realms before it come all the way down here to the physical world. You see, what you see out here is the world of manifestation. Once you understand the isness of everything, meaning everything is, everything here in the physical world is exactly how it's supposed to be. We created it. You got to understand you are a creator God. You are a creator God, you see, but you co-create with the universal mind, the all that is, you know, the whatever you want to call it. You want to call it God, you want to call it source, you want to call it tree, key, my bad. But I do it like this here, the universal prime creator, the all that is. You see what I'm saying? But you bring in those higher thoughts. You know, thoughts become things. Thoughts become thought forms. You see, those are the things that builds the substance in your mind. When you think about it, you focus on that thought, you build energy on it. You see, you bringing it from the fourth, fifth, or sixth dimension. You know what I mean? And you bringing it down here to the tangible world. You get it? So if you just holding it in your mind, you get it in your way. You know, so you got to get out your way. You got to get out the ego. The ego wants you to conform. The ego don't want you to see you rise. You know, because it's comfortable. If you understand what I'm saying, you're not the ego. You're the spirit. You see. Now, don't get it twisted because the ego come in. Because you are the ego. You get it? There's no way you can kill your fucking ego. If you kill your ego, you're going to kill your fucking self. So you got to understand and take your ego, which is you, visualization, and emotions. You see? So when you get higher thoughts, when you get in them and you get in them, the higher self wants to experience something through you. You see? Whoever you are. When you get in those thoughts, especially when you get those powerful thoughts and you kind of like question yourself or doubt yourself, don't do that. You can't doubt yourself. When you doubt yourself, you deny yourself. And you deny what God gives you. That's why the old phrase is, pray as if, you see. But a lot of people don't know how source, the universal prime creator, they really don't know how God communicates. And if you read in the Bible and if you read in the scripture, that God communicates through the mind. You see, you got to understand that. You got to understand the true Trinity. That's the mother, the father, and the child. You see, once you understand that, you will know when the feel of everything, that's the mother. The thoughts is the father. You see, it's true. But when you do that, right, you have to get out of your ego. You have to get out of your way. The ego gonna think all type of negative thoughts, throw it off thoughts. But this is where the law of polarity come in at. Because we polarizing. Every thought, we polarizing it. You either gonna make it a positive thought or a negative thought, you see? But you have to do it at will. You see, this has something to do with hermeneutics, you know, the hermetic principles here. So when you are focusing, this is where meditation come in at. When you focus on what you want, and when you set that intent, you know, which meaning you plant the seed, you know, you plant the seed of thought, you know what I mean? So you plant that seed, you focus on it. The more you focus on it, God is going to reveal to you what to do, how to do it, the whole nine. But you still got to get out your way because the ego don't want to, going to make you try to convince yourself that what you're seeing isn't even obtainable. And it's totally obtainable because what you're seeing in your mind's eye, God is showing it to you. Now, when you understand the law of action, this is where you're using the ego, yourself, because you stepped outside of your ego and you welcome things in. You see, the law of radical action, you, the body, you have to take that first step because God had already gave it to you. You see, if you keep it in your mind, you're not doing nothing with it. You see, if you keep it in your mind, and you're not making radical action, you're not setting action towards anything, it's just sitting there. You see, you only a hearer, just deceiving yourself. You know, be ye doers of the word and not only hearers deceiving ourselves. A lot of people hear themselves talking but don't set action towards it. So they are lying to themselves, you see. So when you connect with the higher self wants you to experience a life that's worth living. You worthy of all that shit, you see. So I hope I'm explaining it well. You get it? I have to talk like this because the more I bring truth out on how to connect with certain things, I tend to get blocked and all this and that, muted and the whole nine, you know. But know your thoughts from other thoughts that's not yours. You see, when you set an intention, which means you planting the seed, you know, and it's gonna grow. You making space for your spirit, you know. So when you set in your intentions, and if certain thoughts don't match that intention, those are not your thoughts. You see what I'm saying? You're not connecting with yourself because yourself is going to show you, but you have to focus and you have to be aware on what you're doing, because everything you focus on, everything you think about becomes manifest in this reality. You know, a lot of us is just not aware of it, but we get these moments where it's like, damn, I should have, you know, those F moments, if you get what I'm saying. But whatever you think about and you ponder on it is going to manifest in your reality. It's truth, you know. So you set the intention, you set the thoughts, and then you get out of your way, you know, because the ego wants you to conform, and we can't conform to these patterns. Not thought patterns, not patterns of this world, you know. Once you start realizing your very patterns, and I mean repeated patterns, once you become aware of that, you change it. And when you change it, you making more room, more space for things new to come to you. You know, it's kind of hard to do, but once you catch on to it, and I'll break that down in another video if you really want to know about conforming to the patterns of the world and thought patterns, you know, because everything originated with a thought. Please understand and know that everything originated with a thought. I know they say in the beginning was the word. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But in the beginning, none of this would have been made without a thought. A conscious thought. A conscious thought. You see what I'm saying? And voila, here we have it, you know. But I hope this is explaining it to you very good. If it's not, I could do a whole nother video that's going to break down everything in depth to what I'm saying right now. You know, it's 11:54 here. I just saw your message. Well, I actually just focused on your message, you know. So I just wanted to shoot out this video before I go lay it down. But if you want more in depth, because I know you're gonna watch it, you know, because I'm breaking it down for you. But you have to get out of your way. You got to get out of your way. You know, you got to get out of the way, because if you don't, you know, you're going to keep repeating the same patterns. You're not allowing your manifestations to come in correctly. You see, this is where meditation come in at. This is where a lot of being aware come in at, because you have to be aware of things, you know. So getting out your way is not really a hard thing to do. Getting out your way is beating those thoughts, because you got to remember everything originated with a thought, you know. I don't know how your thought process is. Only you do. Nobody know how my thought process is. Only I do, you know. And it's everybody in this world, you know. And another key to manifest it, you tell no one. You got to understand that, because people doubt, they hate, they throw all type of negative energy. And if you don't know how to transmute that energy or polarize it, you see, because you got to remember polarity. You know what I mean? You got to remember everything is an outward manifestation to how you feeling on the inside. As above, so below. So below, as above. We get it from the heavenly realms first, on earth as it is in heaven. You see what I'm saying? The third density is the last to get it, because everything that's above comes here. You see what I'm saying? Everything that was created here originated with a thought. Always know that shit. Always know that. So we pull the information from the ethers, you see, from the intangible world, you know, the illusionary world, you see, which is kind of the real world, but you got to understand it's an illusion until you make it physical. You know what I mean? Intangible to tangible. It's like writing a book, you know. That book is in your mind. You know how that book, you know how you want that book to look. You know how you want that book to read. You know all that because you're doing it. But if you're trying to do it off of ego thoughts, you might hit a couple of little blocks or whatever. But if you let it flow in, and if you let it, and I mean you let it flow to the point where you feel it, you see, then you will know where you're getting your thoughts from. You're getting the thoughts from the higher realms, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, the God self, the God body, the all that is. Man, our mother, father, absolute. God, goddess, absolute. You know what I mean? But yeah, just try to get out your way, man. Try to get out your way. If you need more help with it, all you gotta do is hit me. All you gotta do is hit me. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video just for you and whoever else tune in. You feel me? So like, share, subscribe, and anything I tell you, don't look at it my way. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. When I put out things, it's for you to get a perception of it your way. Allow God to show you in a way God want to show you. You interpret it your way. Yeah, you hear the message, but you see it in the way that you see it. You see, a lot of people mess up when they hear the message and they try to do it exactly how the person do it. No, you're not getting it that way. You see, the thing with religion, they want you to see God the way they want you to see God. It don't work that way. These days here, you see God and you get to know God how you know God. You see God how you see God, and I promise you it's not going to be in such a religious type way. You know what I mean? Because you have to understand the inner self, the inner being. If you keep looking up there in the sky, dude, there ain't nothing up there, baby girl. It's all in you. Everything is in you. The kingdom of heaven is in you. God is in you. Source, chi, our mother and father, God, Goddess, absolute is in us. You see, the universal prime creator is in us. You see, everything natural. God is in everything natural. You see, so understand that shit, you know. But I hope this explains it a little bit, and I appreciate your comment. Now, if you're not fully understanding, let me know, because I will do a part 2 to this video that's going to break it down a little bit more in depth. You know what I mean? So just let me know if you understand, you know, and whoever else understand, I need a little bit more understanding. Just like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll get your answers. I promise you. Ask me anything. I tap into this information and I give it to you, you know. But perceive it like you perceive it. Hear the message, you feel me? Listen to it. Let it form in your mind, because we all have this universal intelligence inside of us, you see? So just get it. I love you. I thank you for your question and your comment. You know what I mean? I love all y'all. So y'all be safe out there. Be good. Once again, Solomon King, Esoteric Minds Media, man. We're getting a lab and everything set up. We in a new location, which is Colorado Springs, and we're going to be on the road for some more shit, you know? So you make it happen. You got to manifest, manifest, manifest. I'm living my life. I'm living my manifestations every day, so I know it's real, you see? So y'all stay up, stay aware, stay woke out here. Don't rock your ass back to sleep. You know, any questions y'all have, just holler at me, get at me. You feel me? I love y'all.